All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Abba Shema Shai, double honor to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutation to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. Now, as you can see in this documentary is called 13. You know, it's a good documentary. I recommend all brothers watch it. It's on Netflix. And, basically the gist of the documentary or the point that I'm making is America is a pit. It's a system, man, that Esau, got us caught up in, uh, and basically, ultimately, it's the judgment of the Lord that everything that they didn't set up systematically was to destroy off the ones that the Lord didn't want, and it was part of our captivity. But um, but yeah, man, as you can see, Esau set up a system that through each president that they put up continued and furthered the agenda, right? From bringing in the drugs into the community to setting up um, the movements in the 60s, and then having the police militarize themselves. They created SWAT and all of them too. I think it was a little bit before or a little bit right around that time, and then start persecuting Jake and locking Jake up, and they use the drugs to destroy our people, man, and then they still continuing and furthering that agenda by bringing in this new world order, man, to ultimately try to kill off Jake, man. But all that was set up through the spirit of Habashmal Shai to condemn Esau anyway, because Jake eventually going to be forgiven for all the sins that they did and set up on top of these nations. But Esau isn't going to be forgiven, man. So I'm just bring out this scripture. Um, this Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, right? So everything that you seen in that documentary there was a secret council on it, and then Esau brought it to pass, brought it to reality, man. And the Lord set their ass up for that shit, man. So the Lord gonna ultimately destroy them for it. It says, and their works are in the dark, right? And their works was in the dark, as you can see. He said, they set they knew they wasn't going after the drugs; they was going after the black community, man. It says, and they say, "Who seeth us and who knoweth us?" Right? And they don't believe anybody understand or see him. But the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, got the truth coming to the light through these documentaries and through his prophets bringing them out, man, through the books and stuff that they put out. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay," right? Because Esau did turn everything upside down, man. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Right. So, Esau think he above the Most High. Think the Lord don't see him and stuff, man. But the Lord set this devil up to do everything he did just to bring him down in the end, man. All right. This is Isaiah. You know what? Hold on. I'll bring one more scripture before I bring this one out. Um, um, what is it? Let me see. All right, I'm bringing out two more scriptures. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. It says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness." Right? So woe to them so-called leaders that help this white man further their agenda, from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King, uh, uh, so on and so forth, man. All right, this is the next scripture. This is Habakkuk chapter. Hold on. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." And that's Esau. Esau had the money to bring all that bullshit to pass from bringing the drugs in, the militarizing the police, and all that shit. Esau set up all that shit, man. So the Lord gonna destroy them for that. It say, "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away." And they did that to us, man. They actually broke our houses up with that, man. When you watch the full documentary, they mention that, man. They locked all the males up and let the women run the house, man. It says, "And take them away." So they oppress a man in his house, right? They did that. Even a man and his heritage, right? And they took our heritage, man. And wait. It says, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, behold, against this family do I declare an evil," right? A bad time, man. "For which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil," right? So Esau got to pay for that shit, man. All right, this is Micah chapter 3, verse 9. "Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel that abhor judgment," the scriptures, "and pervert all equity," right, all righteousness, man. It says, "They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity," right, by bringing to pass all these philosophies. Martin Luther King said, "Hold hands with your neighbor, love the white folks," and that's why Jacob was getting sprayed with water hose, dogs sicked on him, and they couldn't even fight back because of that nigga, man. It says, the heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire," right? Malcolm X. "And the prophets thereof divine for money," right? "Yea, will they lean upon the Lord and say, Is not the Lord among us?" And that's how they feel, man. "None evil can come upon us," and that's how they feel. "Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountains of the house as the high places of the forest." Right. Okay. It says, Salakia. All right, I'm gonna jump to this last scripture. This is Isaiah 51, chapter 14. It says, "The captive exile hasteneth, that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail." Right, man. We hasten to be loose, man, because knowing all this information that we know, man, we be ready to snap, and we know that we being oppressed and all that shit, man. So we really trying to get up out of America, man. Through the spirit of how about Shemel Shai. But yeah, I ain't gonna drag the lesson out too long. Uh, all praise to Shemel Shai. Shalom.